Ah, right, right. Hey, that's pretty much where I would be. Well, like I said, I think I topped the scales yesterday at 177. Maybe I'll be a little bit too heavy, but with no boxing skill, I would be one of those 10-second fights more than likely, where I maybe wonder where I am. That's exactly right. Hey, but it wouldn't be for lack of trying.
I won my first three amateur fights, all by first round knockouts.
Oh wow.
But after every one of those fights, I was sitting out there with the ambulance people getting oxygen.
All right.
Yeah, it was yeah, it was tough, man. It was tough. It's you want to be relaxed while you're in there. Just
Right.
just like any sport, the more relaxed you are, the more you're going to be able
Now
to
making his
just be
way to the
faster. You're
square
going to be able
circle,
to just
welcome.
have more power. You don't want to
Right.
be all tensed up.
Right, right.
Irving.
Right. The same is true in what I do. As we found that out, with being relaxed or tactical breathing, if you would, getting yourself to a place where you can make your body relax and listen, and calm yourself down and actually be more effective.
Yep. Yeah, the more relaxed you are in there, you'll eventually get to where you can fight nonstop.
Right.
I mean, but if you just stay balled up, tensed up, you're just burning muscle.
Right, right.
And when you run out of gas in there, that's the wrong place.
Yeah.
You turn into a punching bag.
Right, right. Yeah, that endurance part you mentioned is super important. I watch, boxing and lots of UFC when I'm at home, when I'm off, and you may have a fighter who, they got a tough chin and they can take a hit, and the other one who was expected to maybe win, man, he runs out of gas and then he gets owned. And that's got to be a horrible feeling to be standing in front of a man or an opponent, and have no gas in the tank. You want to swing at him, but you got no juice left.
Rounds
Right.
of
You
action
know, I
in
can-
the light
It
heavyweight
don't take
division.
but one punch to
And
change
it's
the
all
fight,
brought to
too.
you
Right,
by
right.
Irving's Food
A guy may be
Choice.
losing on every scorecard.
Now for the
Just land a bomb.
That's
Turns
it.
it all around.
Right, that's right.
This fighter weighed in at a rock solid 171 pounds. Tonight, he wears the brown and black trunks and makes his fifth voyage into the ring as a professional. He comes to us from St. Louis, Missouri. Fight fans, introducing Montrel, Too Cold Jones.
I didn't hear how tall they said he was. He looks like a tall fella, Mr. Irving.
Yep. Coming from St. Louis,
And
Missouri.
his
A lot of good
adversary
fighters come
opposite
from that
fights
area.
out of the blue corner. He scaled in at an official 172 pounds tonight.
Would
He
you
wears
say
black
that in
with
your
white
boxing
trim.
experience that
His record, a perfect one.
you would consider
Seven
one
wins,
region
0
like more
defeats.
well trained than
All
another
7 of those
in your
victories
experience,
by
or
way of
is it
impressive
pretty
knockouts.
much even spread
He
throughout the
hails from
country, or what do you
Beaver
think?
Falls, Pennsylvania.
Now it's
Introducing
becoming
the
bigger
highly
bigger and better.
talented,
When I was coming through, it seemed to be more of a big city sport.
Kiante Irving.
Now seems to be stretched out a little more. You got fighters, world champions like
All right, gentlemen, went over the
Deontay
rules in the
Wilder
back.
coming
Trucks are
from
good,
Alabama.
trucks are good.
Right,
Touch them up,
right,
good luck,
right.
and back them up.
Roy Jones came out of Florida.
Right.
There's a lot of good fighters come out of Florida through the years.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for round one, Irvin and James. Here we go. Irvin starts out throwing a couple straights that miss.
Nice uppercut. We're actually seeing a little more skill in this fight right here, too. These guys have settled down just a little more and throwing more jabs and straight rights. Like I say, we've seen the uppercut. There's a nice counter punch right there.
Here, James trying to work on the body. James working on the body again. Has Irvin pushed up in the corner for a little bit.
Nice, nice,
Irvin
nice
catches the
combination.
left. Good combo. Irvin's got James up against the ropes. These guys are swinging. Irvin with James up against the ropes again, working on the head.
That body work starting to Oh, nice counter on the inside.
Oh,
These guys are throwing down pretty good.
yeah, they
I
are.
don't see them being able to do this for
Nope.
4 rounds.
You were right. James takes a knee. Gives him a standing 8 count while Irving waits in the corner for him.
But a lot of times you'll see these guys like this, they'll throw everything they got, and then they turn into a punching bag. You'll see
Right.
if that happens.
Irving
Nice
with a body shot.
Nice body shot. Both these guys trying to throw hard right now. Like I said, they're wasting a lot of energy. Nice 1-2. Neither guy's really using the ring like they should at this weight class. They're standing right in front of each other. Nice counter. Nice counter.
Nice.
This is going to make both these guys dig deep to see who wants it the most.
Absolutely. But Irving working on the body, comes upstairs to the head. Couple jabs, find the home.
Nice.
He's down again. Overhand right, sends him to the mat again. 2 knockdowns in the first.
Fight's over.
Fight's over, ladies and gents. Ref calls it.
Pretty good fight right there. Both guys were throwing bombs.
Oh, they absolutely were. They absolutely were. But I agree with you 100%. A little more.
Use a little more of the ring, popping jabs. Both of them were just sitting right in front of each other too much.
Do you think there's something, with the last statement about just being in front of each other that, do we see a lot of that nowadays in your opinion in watching young fighters as they're coming up and trying to prove themselves? I guess for lack of better words, missing some of the basics, or maybe forgetting the basics by the time they get in the ring.
Yeah, most of your world champions right now are counter punchers. You know, the hardest thing to hit is a target moving.
Right.
And the easiest thing to hit is something coming straight at you.
Right.
So,
Makes sense.
So you just want to make yourself hard to hit. And every time a guy throws a punch, he's open. You want to make him pay.
Right.
And eventually what happens, you break that fighter down. So if he throws that jab, and every time he throws that jab, he's getting hit with a right hand, eventually he's going to quit jabbing.
Right.
So you want to. It's a chess match while you're in there. You want to break them down. You want to take every one of the weapons from them, and eventually they just turn into a punching bag.
Right.
One of the best fights I ever seen, where I saw a guy just take everything away from another fighter. When Lennox Lewis fought Mike Tyson. Every time Mike threw a bomb, he got hit.
Ladies and
Eventually,
gentlemen,
he walked straight
referee
at
Donnie
Lennox, put his
Jessup
gloves
calls this
up, quit
contest
throwing
at
that.
2 minutes and 4 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by TKO and still undefeated, Kiante Irving.
Well, that was another quick one. We're burning through these pretty fast.
Yep, coming up with about number 3 right now. It's going to be the 154 pound. These guys should be all over the ring.
Right. Exactly right. I was watching some of these guys on TV the other day. It may have been some of the older bouts that popped up on ESPN and things, and just having a appreciation for the speed at this class that's coming up at that 154 speed. Like I said, myself not having ever been a boxer, and just watching it, it's one thing to see it and to see the speed and how fast they are, but I couldn't imagine how, you're getting tagged and you're like, well, where did that come from? It's like an octopus is in the ring.
Yep, the 154-pound class, that's more Floyd Mayweather Jr.,